Hello, everybody. This is Tony, CEO, founder of Tony Luxury Car Rental. Just making another video today for my YouTube channel. In this video, this is going to be about Turo, and I'm going to give a breakdown of my monthly expenses and my net overall profit after my expenses. A lot of people been hitting me up after my last video that I posted, asking me questions about what I actually make, what's my expenses, what's my net, stuff like that. So that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, I'm going to go more in detail. I'm going to explain to you everything to kind of help you out if you want to get started and wherever you at. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around just to kind of show you. So far, this is what I made for the year. As you can see, I already made $250,000 already in 2022, and the year's not over yet. They got about 2.5 months. But you can see, it's very, very lucrative for Turo. Definitely recommend it. I started off a year ago with one car, and now I got 17 vehicles, and this is how much I'm making. So let me go ahead and go more in depth and details, okay? So this kind of gives you a breakdown of what I made every month. So I average about $30,000 a month, okay? And just to be transparent with you guys, so you can see March was my biggest month was March. That's because of spring break. A lot of people was traveling for spring break and stuff like that. So that was my busiest month so far was March. I made 32 grand. And then you can see April, I made right under 31,000. Here's May, I made right about 28,000. Here's June, July, and then August, made 21,000 because it did slow down because with summer ending and school starting back, it did slow down, but I still made 21,000 in August. So on average, like I said, I make about 30,000 a month on average, okay? And this is with having 17 cars, fleet, and this is with all my vehicles priced at $100 a day, okay? Just to kind of give you an idea, all right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and go more in detail and explain to you, because this is what I actually make, but this is not my actual profit, because of course, I do have expenses, okay? And there's a lot of people want to know what my expenses are. I'm going to explain that to you and kind of go more in detail, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back around. All right. So just to kind of let you know, so I do finance all my vehicles. I will be making another video talking about the 3 different options. Basically, you could either finance your vehicles for Turo, you can lease, or you can pay cash. And what I did was I financed all my cars because that was the better option for me. But you could do whatever's best for you. But I think it's best to finance. Everybody has their own opinion about that. Okay. Now, since I have 17 vehicles and I do finance them, I do have good credit. So I have a low interest rate and a low monthly payment, okay? So on average, my car payment is like $400 a month on average for each one of my cars, all right? Some is a little bit more, some a little bit less, but on average, let's just say $400 a month. I have 17 vehicles, so my overall total car payment for the month is about $8,000, okay? This is all estimated. So I pay about 8 grand a month in car notes for all my cars, all right? Now, I do have insurance. I have full coverage insurance because I'm financing these vehicles and I gotta have proof of insurance in my state. So my estimated insurance that I pay is about $2,000 a month. Maybe a little bit more, but just to run it off, I pay about 2 grand a month for insurance for full coverage for all of my vehicles, okay? So that's the second expense. The third expense is I do have a storage unit. So I do have a place where I store my vehicles because first I was doing it out of my house and I ran out of space, ran out of room. So now I have a storage unit / warehouse. And I pay $1,300 a month for that. Okay, so that's my third biggest expense is my warehouse where I store all my vehicles at. Like I said, that's $1,300 a month. All right, so those are my 3 biggest expense. My car payment, car insurance, and my warehouse. Okay. Now, the fourth is going to be maintenance. A lot of people have been hitting me up asking me about maintenance. Now, I don't have a certain number, a certain figure because maintenance, it kind of varies. Okay. What I mean by that is sometimes I may not have no maintenance at all for several weeks. And then sometimes I may have a lot of cars come back and need maintenance all done in the same week or same day. So the maintenance varies. As far as the oil change goes, I do have what's called an oil change package where I pay one time, but I get 3 oil change and tire rotation for $140 a month. Okay, so that does help and it does save the cost down. So normally I get an oil change probably maybe once a month. It really just depends. I normally do every 5,000 miles is when I get an oil change. So So let's just say $140 a month, for each vehicle. All right. And then tires. Tires also varies. It just depends on the vehicle. I do notice that a lot of my Dodge Chargers and Challengers and convertibles, they're rear-wheel drive. A lot of people want to do burnouts and burn rubber and donuts in those cars. So I am replacing the tires more often than like my trucks and my SUVs and my vans, with those being all-wheel drives. So I don't go through tires as much as I do with my other vehicles. So it really varies on tires, okay? But as far as just like regular maintenance, like, battery, brakes, rotors, it really is like varies. It's really like every couple of months. So I don't really have a certain number, a certain figure as far as maintenance goes, okay? But of course, any vehicle you're gonna have maintenance, whether if it's your personal vehicle, whether if it's a rental car, you're gonna have maintenance no matter what. So I didn't really calculate that in my expenses, because you're gonna have maintenance no matter what. Basically, that's how I look at it, But my biggest three expenses is my car payment, which is about $8 grand a month. My car insurance, which is about $2 grand a month, and my rent for my storage unit, which is $1,300 a month. So if you do the math, that's basically a little bit over 11 grand, about $11,000 a month, is what my overall expenses are at the moment. Okay. Now, of course, if I clean my cars myself versus me paying somebody to do it, that's also going to be an expense as well, which is going to be totally up to you if you want to clean your cars or go to the car wash. But that's going to be up to you as far as that. Now I do have somebody that I have helping me that I pay them daily to kind of help me with cleaning the cars, with deliveries, with check-in, check-outs, stuff like that, which is also going to be a part of expense. But just to kind of give you a rough idea, like I said, I make about $30,000 a month is my average what I make, and my expenses is a little bit over 11 grand a month. So my net is about $19,000 to $20,000 a month is what my net is after all my expenses, which is not bad from where I came from. So for anybody, all the people that's been hitting me up and reaching out to me on my last video that I made, that kind of answers your question. I make about 30,000 a month. My expenses about 11 grand a month. So my net after everything is paid for is right around $20,000 a month, and that's with me having 17 cars. Okay, at $100 a day. If you have any other questions, hit me up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tony Luxury Cars, on all social media platforms, and hit me up, man. All right, I'm out. Peace.